everyone, welcome back to the Obsidian Empire. So I wasn't happy again, so I had to redo this whole thing, and I think it ended up perfect. We're gonna go from back to front. So here's the back. It really is the back. This is where the rebel base used to be. It was empty, so I had some room to put all this stuff. 7 Imperial prisoners, a destroyed command center this time. The weapons are all in here. For the Imperial weapons that all these Imperials had are in this crate that was just flying around, so that's making this useful. They're all charging into the transport, which, by the way, I actually put some stuff inside. I had some room, so I put some extra lightsabers and a couple helmets in there, and a couple blades for one of the Sith that's in there, and a helmet there. The Sith is around there somewhere, you know. Or we'll get to him. So they're charging in. They're going to steal the transport. And right now we've actually got a rebel fleet out in space, which is going to be... which the rebel fleet is going to cover our escape by transport and by ship. They're going to be called in. Well, they're going to be called in as soon as we launch, and then they're going to create a nice distraction for us to escape. This thing is downed as well. Nice work, Jedi. They did that really quickly. They had to have done that really quickly. Think about it. They had to get rid of this thing, knock out the officer, the droid, the ground crew, the red guy so they wouldn't have leadership, this guy because he was in here, and then those two as well. They had to knock out all of them really quickly. Luckily, they've got like 1, 2, 3, 4... 4 snipers and 2 Force guys. And then you've got Sabine and Chewie. Chewie probably took that out. So, that's nice. Now let's go. So this part here is further back than this, because it's the little Imperial command post they set up. We've got the TIE interceptor going on this base plate. With these Death Troopers shooting at the Jedi and stuff. Nothing much has changed up there. The people are still coming out where they were. The Emperor's got the lightning, and the TIE Defender's back up. I hope it doesn't fall this time, but if it falls, then I'm taking it back down. Well, I'm putting it back together, then I'm taking it back down. Thrawn's also shooting up there, as well as the Royal Guards. That's why they're here, because Palpatine's here. And then you've got these two guys, that also explains why they're here, and the other two that are further down. And these guys are supposed to be guarding Thrawn, but Thrawn sent them to intercept the Jedi on the other side, while they took care of the Jedi on this side. The speeder bikes are also charging through. With these two guys, they're going to be going forward, and the dropship. Then we've got the walker right here. On the ground, he's going to be trying to charge into the trenches. It was a little hard for this tank. They took it out fairly quickly. You know, quickly enough. They took out the speeder bikes too. That's what these shots are from. They were from this tank over here. And this tank was probably taken out by that tank as well. This guy got shot trying to escape. This guy's trying to just run the heck away. And these two guys are trying to get to him and get him out of there while they get cover behind the walker. Mace Windu versus Darth Vader. They're both struggling. I feel like Mace Windu is going to not take any chances because he wants to go face Palpatine. He's going to use Shatterpoint, and he's going to break all of Vader's armor off, kill Vader, and then go straight for Palpatine or cover people's retreat. These two guys are still getting weapons. Not sure how they got out in the midst of all this, but they got out. They need weapons because they were just out here with no weapons. These two Jedi are still fighting the 2 Sith, and the super battle droids are moving up. This is the first line right here, the first line of defense. We got some snipers, commando droids for the last of it. This guy right here as well, and then 2 guys on turrets. These 3 guys, 1, 2, 3, they were alive, but this guy killed them when he charged in, and now he's surrounded. They knocked his lightsaber over there. He's got 3 guns to his head, a spear, and 4 lightsabers, as well as a flamethrower as well. So he's down. He's downed. He's dead. They're gonna kill him. They surrounded him. He surrenders. They're gonna get the order from Rebel Command, which is in the closet. Back over that way. Can I get a good shot? There's the antenna with the triple antenna. So that's where the Rebel Command is. Then we've got, so they had other people, but they got killed. So some others are running up now. The second line involves some other far shooters. The revolutionary guys, the blue crew, or something like that. The blue team. I don't know. I explained that in a different video. Basically, the blue guys, all the criminals, which there's one of them, and the redcoats, which here's their leader right here. They all joined up with the Rebel Alliance because they rescued the prisoners. So the blues and the reds came. Oh, there's actually a red right there. Anyway, the blues and the reds came to collect their men, and they agreed to also join, while they were at it, join the Rebel Alliance temporarily. You know, they're just going to get off world, and they're free to go or stave, whatever they want to do. We've actually got some high targets for the Imperials right now, because there are battle droids. This is, like, Galactic Civil War era, I'm going to make it. Clones that came out of hiding, of Jango Fett, that came out of hiding. Jedi that came out of hiding as well. And then battle droids that are still active. Prime targets for the Imperials. We got 4 clones right there. Another one here. It's 5, 6 on the same row. Battle droid tank, another battle droid. Repair droid that's just trying to keep the tank up. R2's trying to run the hell away. And then this guy right here, he's basically shooting. He's going to shoot rockets. He's got 2 rockets, and then they're they're basically propelled rockets, and then they're blasters. After the rockets are gone, the rockets can also be reloaded. And that's actually with this lightsaber here. But that's what I was talking about. That's what's actually like right down in here. Those are his. Got to remember that. I have to remember that. You guys don't have to, but I do. So that's the second line. Oh yeah, and then we got some ammo right here. The battle droid's going to hand out to those to the people that are shooting. This guy's got some binoculars, so he's going to say, "Tank, fire, fire, fire," like that kind of thing. Down here is the middle in between the second and third lines. Oh yeah, and then this area here is where they're going to retreat from. So the first line is going to retreat to the second line. The second line is going to cover, and then the third, and then fourth, and fifth, and boom. So here we've got one jetpack guy. I gave him this blaster because I found it lying around, so I just gave it to him. We've got this guy who it's at night, so it's good that he's got night vision goggles. Yes, this is all taking place at night. That's why the Imperials are using this transport right here. That's the main reason I have. This is all taking place at night. Everyone's tired, but they're just gonna try it. We've got another blue coat. Who's actually the leader of this guy and the other 2 that look just like him. So she's their squad leader. And actually I made it that she's in love with him, who's the head guard for the princess. Ugh. And then we got a civilian over here in the middle. And then right here we've got 2 Gungans moving in from hand-to-hand combat to help reinforce. And they're also gonna, when it's time, give the signal to retreat. They're gonna do the Gungan thing, and they're just gonna, yeah. And then right here, this thing right here, this is not only so they can probably retreat safely, but it's also so they can funnel the Imperials and just. It's actually not a bad plan, and I like how I removed this from here. And I actually gave this a crewman, one of these guys with the goggles on. But before that, we've got this. Oh yeah, I forgot about the Vulture droid. Look how high up it is. It's going right for the Walker, and the Walker's aiming for it. And then the Walker's also being aimed at by these 2. So the Vulture droid is basically just the distraction. Any way you paint it, it's going to, the Walker's going down. But the Starfighter is its main priority. Then it can take care of the ground stuff. That's why they were trying to send up the Walker behind the tank. So that it could probably knock down some of these defenses, which it couldn't because it got taken out too quickly. Then the speeder bikes were supposed to also help. We're supposed to go in the trenches and clean that out after that tank, but they got taken out too. Luckily for the Imperials, the guys are still alive. And the walker was supposed to help clean up the ground vehicles and whatever else was there. But it's now going to get sacked by a TIE fighter. Sorry, a vulture droid. And the tank and that guy. Then we've also got this ship right here. Made it higher because the starships are supposed to be much higher. I wish I could make these higher, but then not only would they be unstable just because of how they're shaped, but they'd also be... How do I put it? They'd also fall over. Like, look, I'm just shaking. I'm just shaking myself a little right now in place. All right, you can't really see it, but yeah, that happened. Oh yeah, and do you like this little effect here? I put that upwards, and then they have to just jump down. You okay? All right. Third line: a battle droid, a blue guy, a clone, a shiny, regular civilian. I replaced his afro, gave it to someone else. Who did I give it to? Huh. Forget who I gave it to, but I gave it to someone else. Oh yeah, that's who I gave it to. I gave it to this guy over here. No? No, okay, wherever the guy is. Oh yeah, there he is. He's over there. Alright. This guy. Then we've got a rocket launcher, some rockets behind him, and this repair droid going to hand in some rockets. Another blue guy. He's, you know what, this guy's actually the second in command of the blue guys. This guy's the third in command. And then the leader is all the way... Where? Oh, yeah, he's back there. He's back there. Then we got this rebel officer. And every line has its own officer. Just really quick. This line doesn't have an officer. But it's got plenty of Jedi around there to help command. This line's officer here, give it to this guy here. And then this guy. This line's officer. So yeah, it's it's this rebel here. Then we've got one of those criminals that the rebels helped free. Another blue guy. Another prisoner. Wookiee. Guy on turret. There's the officer right there, the clone, or the guy with clone armor on. This guy here, and then this civilian over there. Both civilians right there. Then a jetpack right behind them, trying to go over them. This guy has ammo right here. These guys don't, but they'll do. They'll make do because they have the big guns with the big amount of ammo. Large amount of ammo. This guy's trying to hide in the bushes for when the Imperials come. So we can just, and take out a few Imperials. That works for a Jedi in Revenge of the Sith. A little Padawan that got taken up right in front of Bail Organa. And then the tank is aiming over here, and the other one is, and both of them are actually ready to aim upwards if a starfighter ever comes in. And this guy's also behind the line as well, with this battle droid commander and this clone commander. The battle droid here, this commander is going to take command of all the battle droids, because they're going to stall for the Rebel Alliance to get off world. And then they know they're either going to be gotten back by the Rebel Alliance later or scrapped by the Imperials. They don't care. Got a repair droid with the tank and one with the machine gun, just to make sure the machine gun will work smoothly. And then we've got another jetpack here. Next line of defenses. We've got this guy who I gave the afro to, rocket launcher, Han Solo, who's the officer of the line, with the turret he's manning, a Wookiee, because Chewie's back there. That's what I decided. Chewie is back there. A civilian, officer, leader of the Redcoats, civilian with rocket launcher. N1 starfighter pilot with the binoculars. He's trying to see what's going on there, and he can't really get his hands to work right. Civilian, ARF trooper, ARF, because this guy would be ARC, and then this guy would be ARF. Yeah, that's how it works. Fishman, without the flamethrower. He's got the fish from the Ninjago series. I just decided to put him in here because I didn't have anywhere else to. And another one of those prison dudes. In the center, we've got another prison dude coming up from behind. to see about reinforcing the line if someone goes down and covering. Jetpacks are being sent out to stall, another one. Medic ammo for the jetpacker. The alien over there. We've got another jetpacker right here. This guy's actually got, I think, the best weaponry because he's got a nice grenade and then he's got a nice blaster. So I think he's so far the best, the most well-equipped jetpacker out here, except for him and this guy. But he's very well-equipped, this commander. Then we've got a rebel officer right here on the machine gun. He's gonna, they're funneling it, the Imperials back to here, and they actually set this up like this so that the machine gunner can't get taken out. Excuse me, I almost couldn't talk for a second because I was about to burp. And B, so they can't turn it around and use it against the rebels. Very, very well thought out. This one as well, because it won't do too much damage either. They can't really fully turn it around without breaking it. Well, they can, but this thing's in the way. Oh. He's got some ammo. Then we've got the ATRT up here, just going to provide some cover fire with funneling as well. Another thief right here, or sorry, another escapee. Oh yeah, and I made this guy from the blue coats. So, yeah, I just made him like that because the red coats are already so thinly numbered because so many of them are captured. Then we've got a medic over here. Guy with rockets, gonna hand them over to this rocketeer or bazooker with his own little blaster now. This guy's got his own little blaster. 10 num. He's also got another rocket to give. Then we've got this tank right here. It's turning in because it wants to try to head for here where it can use rockets effectively that are on the sides. A repair droid's just trying to make sure everything's in order. And he's just aiming outwards in that direction. So he's aiming out in the direction of the walker. See if he can do anything. Then we've got, oh yeah, the aliens right there from Toy Story. Then we've got 2 funnels because at this point we want to get everyone out with as much cover fire as possible. So, this line here, we've got a clone, Chewie. Yes, Chewie. Now, this is not Chewie either. That's just a random Wookiee. Again, like all the rest. So this is the Chewie right here. This guy's the real Chewie. Then we've got a civilian on this line. Sorry if it turns yellow. I don't know why why my phone is doing that. Maybe the lighting. Yeah, the lighting. Then on this line, we've got a civilian. Another civilian. The pilot, who I'm making the officer of this line. The rocketeer, who he's got a blaster, and then another rocket behind him. And then they've got a lot of ammo because they want to be able to stall the Imperials for as much as possible at this point. This guy right here, who's supposed to be the driver of that thing, but the droid is making repairs to it because it's stationed there and it got damaged or something in a test run. So yeah, they kind of have to repair it before he can go back to driving it. And even then, he's probably going to keep on shooting. And we've got another one of these guys. On this line, there doesn't really need to be an officer. So there's just a civilian in a red coat. Then the red coat is the rocketeer there. So he's gonna get some rockets, and then he's got his blaster on the ground there because he can't carry it with all the rockets. So he laid it down, went back for rockets, and then came back to where his blaster was to hand the rockets over. For funneling, we actually have nice 2 turrets, one on each side, and then a droideka on each side, which is very nice. There's the leader of the blue coats right there. He's got his, let me pick him up. He's got his nice sophisticated uniform with his nice white pants and his nice golden sashes. So, yeah, that's how they do rank there. So he's the leader. And, like I said before, more of the prisoners were red coats instead of blue coats, but they both escaped together because they were both being held in the same prison because they were rival gangs. The Empire wanted to get as much information out of them as possible, while still seeing if the weak will die, which they didn't. They ended up forming an alliance right before a few of them were about to be killed. The Rebel Alliance got them out and brought them here, or to this planet, where they all got out in time. And that was the first casualty, so. I think I'm explaining way too much with them. Anyway, they've also got a jetpacker right here with a nice grenade, and then the same weaponry and grenade on this guy. Medic right here with a droid to give out the rockets to this rocketeer. That is right here. I should probably move some things, but whatever. He'll just give the rockets to him. Oh yeah, and I gave some of the long-range guys a short-range weapon because it's just so much easier that way for them to shoot it with it. This rocketeer's got it too. So does this rocketeer right here. See his gun? Yeah, there's his gun. He's also got a pack of supplies and stuff because he's also a kind of a field medic. So, deadly combination. Rocketeer, field medic, and he's got his own little blaster. Deadly combination. Anywho, we've got the leader of the princess's guard, who personally brought her here, and she's being treated because they just escaped, and he's got all 6 of his men. Well, 2 women, I think, are there. No, yep. Yeah, 2 women. This girl here, and then she's a girl over there. So his 4 men and 2 women. And he's the one with the Magna Guard staff that I made. So that he can go up against, like, Darth Vader or something. Maybe for a bit. Maybe for a few hits. You know. So yeah, he's got these guys that ran up from the base. And then that's pretty much it. But I think the funneling is an excellent strategy. And then, especially over here, they can get behind and then walk around and then go around. So that's definitely a safe way to get across. I like how this Sith Lord was defeated so easily. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, he has a spear to him too. This guy was one of the thieves. Or one of the guys who got rescued. Part of the Blue Coats, because he's just that good. He was able to survive against the Sith Lord, and then they're gonna kill him. He's actually gonna be the one to deliver the final blow. For the Blue Coats, you Sith Lord, because he's the one that captured all of the Blue Coats one at a time. So getting revenge right there. Then these 2 Jedi are gonna go back to protecting the tank, and the flamethrower is just gonna get anyone who gets too close. While the other Jedi go to fight Vader or another Sith that's going to come. I have a feeling all the Jedi over here are going to be killed. Or at least they're going to have to be forced to retreat. This guy's probably going to be the first guy because he's got 1, 2, 3 guns on him. A lightsaber and Force Lightning. So, yeah, he's down. He's down for the count. And then I feel like a few of the Sith are going to go down. This IG droid's definitely going down. And then the rest of the Jedi and this guy, and Buzz Lightyear are going to retreat back to around here. These guys are going to try to do some damage to the guys that are still alive over here. The medic came up close enough to the tank just to treat any wounded rebel after they were captured so that they can get as much information extracted as they could. Tell me if you like this kind of thing. They go down, and they go across, and then they're going to go up a little here into the rebel base. Tell me, do I have too many guys here by the transport? Or was it too much to capture it, or too little? Do you think at least 1 or 2 of these guys would be dead? Because they actually wanted all these guys alive. This guy's an officer. This guy's an officer. This guy's a squad leader. That guy was operating an experimental vehicle. That's a droid. That's a pilot. That's a pilot. That's a ground crewman. They're all pretty kind of valuable. And this guy might end up turning. This guy, probably not. Reprogram. Probably not. The last probably not was for the officer. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I do love what I did with this place, and I'm going to keep it like it for a while until I can get the bricks to make this all one color. And I also had to put plates here because it was going to just fall apart. If you want to look on the inside real quick, I can do that. They all have it kind of like this. The other one has it kind of more centered, but this is basically the general idea. It's got 1 across so the things actually stay up, and then the frame. Man, this was actually pretty good. You know what? Let me show you really quick how the pilots are going to take off before I go. And yeah, I actually did finish do some things around here. So I made Hera and Sabine coming out of here, the A-Wing pilot, and this pilot here that's going to go into the Ghost. They're coming up from there, and the other pilot that's going to go into the Ghost right here. The droids are going to help the pilots up. Yoda, meanwhile, I gave him a cane, which is nice. Him and young Skywalker, the young pilot, they're going to take off in the N1 and Yoda's Starfighter with R2. They're all just going to take off first. And then I feel like the A-Wing's going to take off next, just because he's right there. And they have to run across and get the Ghost up and operational. The vehicle's down here. I still have to get those 2 freaking things up, but not too much has changed, except for him being right there. They're all still pretty much in the same places. But that's how the Starfighters are going to take off after the other 2 that were on patrol at night. Yeah, so... Oh, and I gave him that thing because it was just extra. Now, I really do hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please leave a like, subscribe. Subscribe first, then leave a like if you want to. And I will see you all in the next video. Probably share it. Tell me if I should get Men of War Assault Squad to make this battle an actual reality. And then that's just about it. I hope you guys really did enjoy this video, and see you in the next one. Sorry I had to change it so quickly, but I got bored. Bye!